Hello, listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Pitstop Fracas. I'm your host, Richard, and we're here today to talk about the Qatar Grand Prix. Here to help me today with today's Grand Prix is none other than Ranch. Ranch, how are we doing today, bro?
All good, all good. We got one weekend left, and you know, I'm vibing. I, had to wear the Qatar shirt because we've done the Qatar Grand Prix. Um, and then yeah, one more weekend and we're free. One
Bro,
more week.
uh, one more weekend number three, bro. It's been a long ass season, especially with some of the egregious behavior we've been seeing too, bro. But fucking hell, next weekend will finally be free, bro. Finally. But yeah, man. Of course, as you know, it's a sprint weekend. So, of course, there was sprint quali. So let's get into it. So sprint quali, track was ramping up quite a lot. Of course, with F2 being there, of course with Porsche Super Cup being there and stuff like that. So we had Piastri on sprint pole, we had Russell P2, we had Norris P3, and Alonso in P4. So, Chris, sprint quali, it was quite interesting, wasn't it? So, do you have any thoughts, any takeaways in terms of what you thought of spring quali, what you thought about Piastri being back on it again, and do you think Norris dropped the ball a bit?
I'm not going to talk about the papaya boys yet. I'm gonna start with a certain Mr. Maximilian Verstappen because he qualified behind Yuki Tsunoda. He broke his car for no reason. It became crunch time and man started crumbling. Let it be known, yeah. Then he's like, oh, the car was jumping. I see you, bro. I see you. I see you. All these fan fictions about, he'd have the title sewn up already. Potentially, but I'm just saying, crunch time to pattern up. It was nowhere to be seen. So Noda gave a performance in the terms of keeping your F1 dream alive. Norris has done the thing that Piastri was doing after Zandvoort, where you're basically in just survival mode and you're not on it. And Piastri's got on conditions that he likes and has been really, really rapid. And that's really my summary of sprint quality, to be fair.
Yeah, so I actually forgot him. Max got qualified by you can see I just completely left my head, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, not a lot else happened, to be honest with you. I mean, of course, the shock that wasn't really a shock. Lewis and qualifying P18 wasn't really ideal, but yeah, is what it is. So cool. Let's move on to the sprint race. Can't lie, sprint race was pretty dead. I'm not gonna lie to you. There weren't much overtakes. We had much going on. People are trying to conserve tires. They didn't want to be in people's 30 years, stuff like that. Toffee got off to a good start. Max managed to jump up, I think, 2 places, was it, up to P4. And Leclerc was having a howler. He got hit with track limits. And then Kimi got hit with track limits on the end, so they swap a Rooney. But yeah, anything remotely notable or anything that you learned from the sprint race, Ranch, they thought maybe a bit of a preview for today's race, or nah, just a dead race?
Nothing really. They were just doing time management and yeah. It's funny because I will say this: last year's sprint felt so much better because like guys were running in each other's DRS the entire time. This year's just felt awful and not great. Yeah. There's nothing really to say about the sprint race. Nothing happened, man. Like, Alonso was gonna bust it open for Max regardless, so that happened, and then Yuki was gonna get out of Max's way at one as soon as possible, which happened. So now we're just sat there going like, the only part that would have been interesting if Alonso had gotten away well, and was ahead of the Red Bulls, or if Alonso had slotted ahead of Max Verstappen but behind Yuki Tsunoda, what Red Bull would have done? Would Red Bull just park Yuki Tsunoda aside and just let Max get one extra point?
Probably.
That would have been funny. But other than that, like, there was nothing of interest.
No, not really. You just said to Yuki, hey, you don't need those points, my brother. Come sort of Max, bro. You don't need those points. Especially when man's like, what, 33 points right now? Yeah, crazy. Smart out here. But yeah, it was just like, especially McLaren, Merc, and Red Bull, they seem to have like, they're pulling out the same lap times, to be honest with you, for most of the time. They seem to have like roughly all the same pace, but at the same time, they're just managing. So, in terms of making moves, just like if you didn't make a move on lap 1, like Max did, you was kind of like cooked, basically. So, yeah, that was that. Not too interesting. But yeah, let's move on to quali. So, yeah, in quali, the most notable things that happened was Yuki and Lewis ran out in Q1. Russell Norris Piastri was the top 3 in Q1. In Q2, Piastri ended up his first run. He was ended up half a second cleared of both Max and Lando, but then Lando was lap deleted. And the second one, Lando ended up being like 2 times behind. And the third one was basically Norris got provisional pole. Then Piastri was it 300th of a second, whatever it is. Then Piastri gets for the second one, and then Lando bottles his final flying lap and then ends up basically pitting. So, Chris, I'll come to you on this. Anything you learned differently from this quali compared to sprint quali? And your thoughts on, of course, Lando bottling his final Q3 one. Do you think he would have got pole if he put it down, or do you think it was just all Piastri all day?
I don't know. I can't say. It would be close between the two of them. In terms of him bottling his pole, in terms of him bottling, it's about right for the trend of the season, where basically, if it's tight, Lando's tenses up and makes mistakes. And if it's not tight, Lando's a postcode ahead. And that's been the trend across the whole season. And it's why on the socials I did tweet that McLaren drivers are a funny bunch, because one excels in certain conditions and the other one excels when his teammate is being terrible. So, to paraphrase, not my exact wording, but it's one where I can't, like, we don't learn anything. Like, we just learn that Oscar is in the right conditions and he seemingly has recovered. He was locked in. Like, he was locked in. We learned that Red Bull fixed their setup somewhat to give Max a chance. Hadjar is very good in P6. And yeah, that's about it. Like, to be honest, I'm not going to really want to talk about Ferrari. They're not good. We'll speak about them in 2026, or like a review pod. Right now, there's nothing to really talk about. It's like, whatever, man. You know, like Lewis Hamilton in Qatar has not been good since 2021. Like 23, there was an incident with him. There was an incident in that one. 24 last year, we saw the tire blow up and the whole comments, and then this year it's just been another year of struggle. We could just, move on, and then Leclerc's just fighting the Ferrari, losing at times, but fighting it. And yeah,
just fighting demons, huh?
Bro, it was like watching the boxing on Saturday. Fraser Clark and James. Bro, that spin in Q3. You know when Fraser Clark got punched in the head and was just knocked out in round 11, was just out on his feet. That was Leclerc. He got spun in the jaw with that spin. The car finally won. It was fighting. He was tussling. The car finally won around. So yeah, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, not going to go for Ferrari. Yeah, Piastri was on it all weekend, to be fair. So I don't think Lando, even if he got that final lap in, if he would have done it, to be honest with you, Max being Max, of course, as well. Yeah, Hadjar did well also, as well as Carlos Sainz. Yeah, there was nothing really to write on. Not just Norris, when the lights are bright, it gets a bit tricky still. But yeah, you're right when you're saying, one only capitalizes when teammates is asked, and the other one only capitalizes when the conditions are right. And this is very much a Oscar track, if you will. So high grip and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, let's move on to the race start. Yeah. So Oscar, he had a great start. Max managed to get the jump on Lando in turn 1 after he had quite a arse start, to be honest with you. Must have seemed to have went backwards, but I didn't discover why. So I'm going to leave that to you, Mr. GR63 CEO.
So basically, everyone with an even number on the grid had a terrible start. They
on the dead side of the grid.
Yes, on the is it left or right?
I think it was right.
Right from where we're watching on TV, at least.
They're right. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, they're right. So basically, all of them, man, were on the right side of the grid, and they all just fell backwards. So into turn 1, you lost a position. Russell fell down more positions just because, I don't know, head loss. Like, the ones there where you're like,
is that it? Yeah, just straight head loss.
Probably just straight head loss. He's probably just there going, fuck, because he watched in the sprint that he couldn't overtake, he couldn't follow, do anything. So you fallen behind position, your head is gone, man. You're just there going, fuck. So yeah, it's one of those situations where we just have to sit there and go, if you're on that side of the grid, unlucky, son. Like you went from a position of strength to a position of losing. Like, so yeah, not their fault. Good start by the people on the softs. So Hamilton and Hulkenberg had a good aggressive start. Other than that, it was just your path for the course. It's like one thing that you couldn't blame Lando Norris falling behind Max Verstappen, because if everyone on one side of the grid has the same issue, it's not a skill issue. It's just straight up
unlucky.
Like, it wasn't like he qualified out of position. He qualified P2. Like, if your teammate's P1, you got Bailey's P2. He was there. So it's like, it's more like a thing of you're suffering from not being absolutely terrible. So if he was third, then he would have jumped ahead of whoever second. So
it's a lucky position, isn't it? Yeah, that's about it, really. But yeah, basically, Piastri checked out. He already left. He was really like a second and a half clear. The McLaren cleaner is very good. I think we've established that already. Of course, lap 7, we get to the safety car comes out. That's because Hawk and Gasly, sound to have a bozo moment. End up being a race incident, declared into each other, and yeah, the safety car came at the same time. Of course, due to Pirelli's rule of you can't go more than 25 laps on a particular tire, so people had to do like 25, 7. And guess what? The safety car came out on lap 7, so early stop for everyone. And guess what? Everyone did an early stop. From 3 man. Guess who this 3 man was? You guessed it. Your boy Ocon and the Clan Boys. Let's speak on this absolute disaster class.
Wait. Let's do one thing, yeah. You see that crash between Gasly and Hulkenberg? That was smelly, bro. Like, it ruined the race and it stunk. These are the boys. These are KBQ's boys, ruining the race.
KBQ have. I see the pattern.
It's him propping these, man. Get them out of here, man. What is that?
Nah, it was smelly. But low key, it kind of spiced things up.
No, it didn't. It ruined the race.
Nah, it just would have been the same anyway. No, it would have been worse.
Nah, because you know what would have happened? Because then it would have changed, because if the field had spread out a bit, but let's say Max was like 2 seconds behind the McLaren boys on lap 20, he could do an undercut.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Actually,
You can do undercuts and overcuts. You know, you can try some strategy. This locked everyone into lap 7, 25 laps later, another 25 laps.
Yeah,
done.
first student. Yeah.
The strategic variation of the race was over.
Yeah. I was just thinking that maybe people would have pitted. Maybe not everyone pit on lap 25 on lap 50, but people would have pitted like, I don't know, lap 24, 25, like half on lap 24, did half on lap 25. And then next time be half on 2049, half on 50. Because we've seen like in Monaco, for example, when he forced the 2-stop race, everyone was doing the same strategy. So there was no like variation or jeopardy. It was just a longer procession. That's all it was. There was no like extra. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that many people would have done a flexible strategy as William Joseph was saying. I'll be honest. I think most people would have done 25, 24.
There would have been tire wear involved, and I feel that the Lewis Hamiltons of the world who started on softs, you're not doing 20 laps. You're doing like 10, 15, 12.
Yeah.
So then you go in the pit, come out, you're doing your 25. Now people have to be aware because obviously he'll be running in clear air and his own pace. So those guys have to be like, oh, I got to cover off Hamilton. Then it opens gaps in the field for Verstappen to pit, or Norris to pit, or Piastri to pit.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying it would have been good, but it would have been something else. It would have just been like, I'm watching these guys follow each other around, just stuck in dirty air all day. We would have seen people try the hards. We would have seen something.
Yeah, we would have seen a bit more variation than we did today. But I don't think it'd be as much as what you may think it would be, just because I feel like a lot of teams like to play it safe in a way. But yeah, we were also kind of robbed with that because everyone's kind of locked into lap 7 of H2. But at least they kind of exposed McLaren because they tried to do big brain and they failed miserably. So, Chris, do you think, forget hindsight, right? Do you blame McLaren for, at the time, deciding to stay out and not pit like everyone else did?
Yes, because I think they only did that. I think they only did that because they're in the situation that they're in with 2 drivers in driver's title battle. If it was a case of it was just Lando in the title battle, they'd just box Lando. They just didn't want a double stack, so they played it safe, which is not the play to make. They're like, yeah, it's one where they made an error. It was silly of them, and
I don't even know if they even played it safe, because even when I seen the safety car come out, I was like, okay, if you can't go any longer than 25 laps on these tires. It will make sense for you to have a cheap safety car pit stop, and at least the next pit stop, whatever happens. You'll save on 10 seconds with the safety car. If you're staying out, you're basically saying, "Oh, I can offset this 10 seconds," which you failed to do. So then you kind of asking a lot of your drivers when the pace of your drivers compared to everyone else wasn't significant enough that you can offset those 10 extra seconds or whatever that they needed.
I think that they weren't planning on running hards at all. I think they thought the hards would be rubbish like they were last year.
So what, you thought they were just going to do what? Medium, soft?
Yes, I think that was the original plan. And in pitting, you lock yourself into medium, hard.
Which they did anyway.
Yeah, but that's what you're locked into because you've pitted at that time. I think they wanted to do medium, soft. And I think they thought that the hards would be rubbish and just be like, well, whatever. But again, you just have to the timing of that safety car was too perfect. You have to pit, man. I can't like they just froze. Like they froze. They didn't move. Blood hasn't moved in 10 minutes. That's what they did.
Will Joseph hasn't spoken 40 minutes, bro. What is going on? Yeah, no, this is man. I'm just like, because even people saying about split strategy and stuff like that. If you're doing split strategy, then you open up even more kind of whims, because it's only going to favor one driver more than the other. If they pitted Lando on lap 7 and then kept Oscar out, you open up here the kind of whims, because then you're not beating the we favor Lando allegations. You know, like they tried to keep it fair enough. Oscar was way quicker than Lando anyway, but you're just throwing away the race for him, man. Like it's like they forget Max Verstappen's right there. Is this like they forget? I think they would have got away with it if Max Verstappen wasn't there. Maybe.
Nah. I think the only reason why they would have gotten away with it if Max wasn't there was because the only other driver that could force them into that could have stolen the win was stuck in like PA or whatever in George, where like everyone else either didn't have the machinery or aren't that guy. Actually, well, maybe Sainz could have scammed his way in. I don't know. That's a very Sainz thing to do.
Yeah, George, yeah, I'm with you on that. Sainz is a proper 50-50 one. Because I can see him doing it and I can see him fumbling it. So it's like you kind of don't know what to expect. So it's like, yeah, I wouldn't have blamed him if they underestimated Sainz. Yeah. But yeah.
Oh yeah, and to everyone asking question why I'm not saying Anthony, because I saw what happened on the last lap.
Like, we're gonna get to that.
We saw that.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's just I don't know. Driving for McLaren must be so much headache, you know.
No, it's not.
Nah, I think it actually is. I'm not saying I'm not. Okay. Maybe being a McLaren fan, it must be so much headache then, because you're like, you got two drivers on the day who are 30, but they have the bozo gene, but also you got a team who can build a car quick enough to win the constructors, but also competent in throwing away big points, race wins, 1-2 stuff like that. Because look at Vegas now, bro. Imagine getting Lando get a nice little P2, Oscar P4, awesome, double DSQ, heads on the moon. They think, oh god, we ran the car too low, and this weekend, what happens? You threw away a race win. That if they just pitted at the same time as everyone else, Oscar wins that race comfy. Or instead, what? You're giving 25 points to Max. So now, when we get to AD, you're going to tell Oscar to move out the way if he's in front of Lando and they're like P5, P6. So, I don't know. We need to hear from Matt on this on Tuesday, bro, because this is crazy. Chris, this is crazy to watch as like a fan of F1, bro. You're seeing people with the clear fastest car just fumble. They're fumbling bad bees every weekend in the club, bro. They're scaring the hose. The hose are hard under the couch.
This is F1 heritage. What are we talking about, bro?
I don't. But
I've gone back and watched the tapes. Yeah. Go watch the mid 90s. Yeah. You watch 1995. That Williams car was a rocket ship. Damon Hill was on nonsense. 1996, they get over the line. 1997, there was no logical reason why Michael Schumacher was fighting for a championship in 1997, bro. No logical reason. 98, fair enough. 99, Eddie Irvine was fighting for a championship. So it was either Mika Hakkinen was fumbling the bag or Eddie Irvine was fumbling the bag. Either way, someone was fumbling. We go back to 2005. The McLaren became the fastest car, and it was just blowing up every week. People like to say that about 2008, pretty massive fumbling. We go to 2010, Red Bull just got it over the line. This is just F1 heritage. It's about people building the rocket ship and then sometimes fumbling, you know? Bro, even in 1982, bro, how many, like 40 whatever years ago, bro, the Ferrari driver had the fastest car. They both didn't finish the season.
Oh, Keke Rosberg won, isn't it?
Yeah, Keke Rosberg won.
Was it one
he won the championship with one race win. Bro, we won the constructors. The drivers was the one passed away and the other had career-ending injuries. So this is F1 heritage at this point.
I guess, but I would have thought, Zach Brown, new era and all this shit, but I guess not.
No, it is a new era. It's just that it's with orange instead of just whatever the old McLaren colors were.
Silver and white, yeah. Now it's just with the pie nonsense, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess it is F1 heritage, but man, this is. I mean, my head's already on the mood, yeah, because this is another lost Oscar race win on the list. Do you know what I mean? So now my head's in the mood even more because I'm like, he needs a lot of moving parts with this championship. So I'm just like,
my head is on the moon only because a certain someone has a chance to win 5 in a row, and he won't go away. He's like herpes, bro. It's not going away. He's still just here, bro.
It's name the pod.
It's not the name of the pod, bro. We cannot name it that. We cannot name the pod that. I'm not asking people when they go, why is the pod named this? No. You're not naming it that, bro.
What if I do? It's like redacted.
If he's like redacted, fair enough. But yeah,
Right. Yeah.
you're not naming it.
Shit. Anyways, about Max.
Yeah, he's not going away. Like basically, he's still in this championship, and it's frustrating me because it allows that group to carry on talking smoke, and it's like we were this close to just humbling, man. Like they went from the orators of Formula One to I'm not the orator of Formula One anymore. I'm a Verstappen fan, and I was like, yes, you're telling your truth now. This close.
Bro. I mean, I don't know what to say. He must be like, rah, I'm still in the shit. Like, say less. He's only 12 points behind now?
Bro, you get Hannah Smith's talking smoky on Viaplay. Where's Randy Singh, bro? Randy Singh, come outside, bro. Don't make Stella and Zach Brown do talking. I want you to come outside. It was your decision. Come outside. Why didn't you make the call?
It's true. Never hear Randy talk, man.
Bro, stop hiding. Come outside.
But yeah, man. We'll get some more title talk a bit later on, but let's just speak about today's antics. So we've already cussed McLaren. Let's be about everyone else, man. I can't be out separating the categories, man, because no one else did. Well, a couple people did some, but Carlos Sainz. How about that? Carlos Sainz. He managed to get himself a nice cheeky little podium, and he's now, I think he's like 12 points behind Albon in the championship. 2 podiums to 0.
9.
It might be 9. Why can't I work this up? Wow, I'm so professional. Ooh. It's it is now. Yeah. It's now placed on album now. Some people's, fifth best drive and all that shit, bro. Now we just got 2 podiums to 0 on his head top. Sitting man like Lawrence, not talking. So gonna be spooky. So a little bit spooky. Can't lie. But yeah, let's speak on Sands, man. I know you're not the biggest fan. Some people say he's not top 10 on the grid, but he's currently putting belt to ass to man. Know what I'm saying?
Put it this way. He is showing why he lasted multiple years at Ferrari and why Albon lasted 18 months at Red Bull. It's moments like this. These are the moments where you're like, put the podiums on the table, put the big performance down on the table. Like, you gotta have a bit of luck, but you just gotta be there, and when the opportunity arises, bring it home. And he did. It was a great race drive. Like, I can't fault him. And it wasn't even like Kimi was just hounding him in his DRS the entire. It's just, it was just clear, man. And they did the pit stops well. I'm telling you, Richard, man. When we saw James Vowles in Heathrow last year, we changed his life. The Pitstop Fracas anointing hit him, bro. We were changing people's lives that weekend.
He was blessed. #blessed.
#blessed, bro. Bro, the evidence is there, bro. From Porsche in the airport to you'll see Nicholas Solov do some cook session. Bro, it's just there. Whoever runs into the Pitstop Fracas boys, the life changed for the better.
You've kind of cursed Albon, though.
No. Look what Albon is, bro. He's best of the midfield.
I mean, if Carlos Cook's next race, maybe a bit. But bro, he's best. Yeah, he's best in the midfield. Yeah,
he's best in the midfield. Hadja has a podium. He's on Tuesday. They've announced that they're going to make the announcement on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we announced the Red Bull driver. Behrman's had some cook sessions. Joe scored points last season. He scored points.
Talk about it.
We're changing. We changed lives, man. So yeah, but it was a great drive from Sainz, and it's one of the things where he just had. It's one of those random cook sessions. It's a cycle, man. Cook session being like regular mid, being completely and utterly ass, to another random cook session again, and we just have to accept. We have to accept it when it happens.
Yeah, it's just that he's not consistent. It's just a case of you roll the dice and you don't know what Sainz points you're gonna get.
No. He is consistent because it just works in the cycle. Work out in the cycle. It goes along. It's consistent within that cycle.
True. Yeah, true. 1 minute cook sesh, 1 minute stink sesh. Hey, you never know what you're gonna get with the Sainz experience, man. It's true. That's where they paid all that money to get him. Yeah. So you have to be like, you know what?
The cook session, look, they can turn around at the end of the season and go, we got 2 podiums. That's what James was telling the sponsors and the investors. We got 2 podiums. Run me my bread. Top 5 on the championship. Run me my bread.
Secured as well.
I got this Carlos Sainz guy that got us over the line. Run me my money.
Yeah, it's facts. But yeah, man. Big up Sainz. Nice little cook sesh. Who else was there? There was I'll let you stand Alonso, even though he got the double points this weekend. I know you want to stand on.
No. I'm not gonna say anything on Alonso now. He got points.
No? Okay.
You could be happy. Aston Martin got points.
Yes, double point sesh. We now jump to P7. So we're now 7 points ahead of Haas, now 12 behind Racing Bulls, but we ain't fighting for long. I just don't want to be next to Kwame, aka Alpine, so as long as we went from there, niggas, I'm happy. So
now you see Haas.
Mm.
We're gonna have words because like you got Bearman screaming in the car, bro. You have my son screaming in the car, bro. Don't do this. I had to live through this with Mick Schumacher. Ayo Komatsu, yeah. We ran Gunter Steiner out of here. You're on Beyonce's page. Pattern up, bro. Bro, I saw him on Beyonce's page after Las Vegas. He was there, posted in the video. Now you're doing this.
He fumbled the Beyonce blessing.
Bro, first you're keeping Ocon out for no reason, then pitting him twice because you failed to do the penalty correctly or something like that. And now this with Bearman. Come on, man. Bearman was running the points. He could have been there when Alonso span and gotten points over Aston Martin. You're fumbling opportunities. And also, the FIA. How dare you, man, give a 10-second penalty to Bearman for unsafe release? He barely left the box. He was stopped. He moved like 4 inches, bro. Yeah, man, I'm giving a 10-second penalty. Don't you tell me about British bias. What is this? These men having a vendetta against a child, bro. What is going on?
That's the beefing kids.
Bro, they're beefing kids. Why is this dude's beefing kids, man? This race is a disgrace, man. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was there going, he barely moved. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. I know that was harsh, man, to stop and go, I'll be honest with you. Because I thought he ran over someone's foot or something, or one of the thingy gun.
Yeah, but no, the light turned green, he just went, innit? Because when the light goes green, you go. And then he clocked that, like, something's wrong, and he stopped right away. Didn't even enter the fast lane of the pit lane. Yet got 10-second penalty. Like, just find the team. He didn't make an error. Find the team. Yep. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I was literally just watching the Beyonce video looking for Ayo Komatsu. Like, fair play, brother. I was looking for that. I'm like, fair play, brother. I don't know if it's Jay he dapped up or he dapped up someone. I'm like, you know what? Fair enough, man. That's all right. Going to start on that.
Exactly. This guy's doing the uni book tours, yeah? Komatsu's chilling with Beyonce.
Facts, man. You gotta respect it, bro. Ayo Komatsu changed your life, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. Yeah. Who else to speak on? You said you don't want to speak on Ferrari because you're depressed. Fair enough.
I'm not depressed. It's more there's nothing you can add. The car's crap. Like, what's there to add? Like, why am I gonna be upset for the 23rd time this season about a car that doesn't win races? There's no point. Save my energy. I'ma let the new engineers and people go in. You man cook, and we'll talk in March when the season begins. Not in testing, in March when the season when we go to Australia, we will talk then. Not a second beforehand. Because Audi, but not already told the world, but Audi said, "Oh, our proper engine's coming in for the first race. Testing's we're gonna have a testing engine. The first race is gonna be like the serious race engine. So going off of that, I'm not gonna worry about testing. I don't care. Just get the mileage that you need, all the stuff that you need to do it. I don't care. I'll see you, man, in March, and then we'll have words."
Cheers. Once you're in Australia or not, in you?
No, but it's like I want to see something. I want to see something that makes me go, okay, we can cook from here.
That's fair. Yeah. So Max, I mean, let's speak about Max. Max did his thing.
He's the next segment, man. He's the next segment. We'll talk about.
Yeah, we'll leave to the next segments. So yeah, we've spoken on McLaren. Max will speak to Mercedes. Want to speak on them? I mean,
no, they just did. They did their Mercedes thing when you just sit there and go, "Oh, we're here." First, they did nothing special, nothing wrong. Solid. Actually, no. Do you know any speak on Pirelli? You man stink, bruv. Because you forced us into this 25 lap limit, and Hydro's tire still blows up anyway. What's the point? How can you be the biggest Italian fools in the sport? How do you overtake Ferrari and AlphaTauri as the biggest Italian fools in the sport? It's not even AlphaTauri's V-Carb. But anyway, like, racing bulls. But I'm like, what is going on? Why did these men smell? Like, the tires are awful. We can't follow. Like, the left fronts were just screaming enough. I just sit there and just go, you're ruining the fun. Like, Oscar and Lando were on fresh mediums. These men had done like 16, 17 laps. And they couldn't even get close to really make the overtakes happen.
Yeah.
Like, that is just tire limitations, bro.
We are suffering with this organization, man. We are suffering, my God. The amount of murder they get away with on a race weekend is insane. But it's insane. The thing is for me is like, I feel like a tire blower needs to happen for them to get like criticized. I feel like people don't notice if like people can't follow or the degradation's crazy or like, you know, we're having to impose lap limits and stuff like that. I feel like until it's like a tire blower, like what we had in 2013, then maybe people start saying something. But outside of that, I don't really see Pirelli getting cooked like that.
No.
When they should. It's only Osman who frying them. Really, truly.
Everyone goes, "Oh, Pirelli have a really hard job."
No, they don't.
I'm like, you have a hard job. You're not doing a good job in the hard job you have. Like, okay, Brazil was a great session from Pirelli. They got everything spot on. These races since, it's been, yeah, but you know, and also the drivers and the FIA stop putting gravel traps on the outside of corners. Just flag man for track limits because it's just dangerous. We're just getting gravel all over the track. Like, these guys that we call the 20 best drivers in the world are just having bozo moments. Keep it on the road.
Factual. But yeah, this is the story of Pirelli, unfortunately. So yeah, man, I don't know. We'll you know, race review, season review pod. We'll really like get into all the egregious crimes that they've done this season because of the law. I think the streets have forgot. The streets are, because it's been a long season. Streets have forgot. We will name all the egregious crimes that they've done, and next year it has to be spot on because we can't be doing this next year, man. We can't, man. We can't be gassing up 2026 rule cycle. Oh my God, I'm gonna get pushed to pass or whatever this bullshit. And then we're just getting like the same pretty much strategies every race. Bro, it's like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, who else? Alpine stunk. Shout out Kwame. P14, P16. Ain't not to talk about there. I think that's it. I mean, yeah, Liam Lawson got a point. But yeah, is there anyone else that we missed?
No, I was gonna say between Lawson and Tsunoda, congratulations on your last point in Formula One, maybe. We'll find out on Tuesday, innit? We'll find out on Tuesday.
I mean, okay, not to segue, but to segue. Who do you think is, well, apart from Max, who's getting the remaining 3 seats?
Hadjo will be joining Max in Red Bull, and we will be entering strong, fast, and prayers for that boy. And in V-Carb, I don't know. Besides Lindblad, I don't know.
Because I mean, I'm seeing like, obviously Lawson could stay, but then I'm also seeing talk of Honda somehow still have an influence to try and get Yuki in that Racing Bull seat.
Put it this way: either way, whichever one of them are in there, they're a rental. Because the following year after, Solov is coming, bro. So we just have to sit here and just go and just wait for man to you got one more year. Have a humiliation ritual.
Fairs, man. Fairs. Just have to see on Tuesday, innit? But yeah, let's go to our favorite topic over the last 3 weeks. Max, Lando, and Oscar. Who wins the title? And why? Well, not and why. Yeah, who do you think wins the title?
I don't know.
Now
you're
podding.
All Lando needs to do is get a podium. But every single time these McLaren drivers are driving on the defensive, they look absolutely ass. Like we saw Oscar after the Zandvoort engine blows up. He was just there going, I just need to get this over the line. Like there was no like normal driving. Lando this weekend, if I just win, I can make it. And we got this. You can't rely on either of them. But I feel like, Max can't win.
Can't win, or you don't want him to win?
Combination.
Combination. Well, I mean, the stipulations are right as it stands. If Lando gets a podium, it doesn't matter what everyone else does. Calm. For Oscar to win, he obviously ideally needs to win the race, but Lando needs to finish P6 or lower.
Is it P6?
For Max, yeah, I did the maths. P6 or lower. It's because of those extra 2 points that he took off Kimi. And also be like,
I thought it was 4. Wait, I thought he's wait.
No, that's Max. Because remember, Max has 4 more points than Oscar. I did the maths, bro. Trust me.
Oh, it's 16 points. Yeah, 16 points.
Yeah. So Oscar needs Lando P6 or lower. Max needs Lando P4 or lower. So if there's a repeat of today's results at Abu Dhabi, Max will be champion. By 1 point.
I promise. If Vettel wins the championship like this year, I promise I'm putting Lando and Oscar in the. You know when we do the pit stop rankings of best drivers and worst drivers, them two are going in the worst driver spots. They'll be the bottom 2.
Don't finish me.
It's one of those ones where it's like, don't get me wrong. I get these men were squabbling for the title the entire season. And it's the best way to put it is, do I think the championship should have been sewn up already? Absolutely not. I rate Lando and Oscar quite equally. So it going to this time of the year is perfectly valid. And people saying that one of them should have had a championship already, it's kind of silly. Do I think Max should be involved? Absolutely not. So yeah, bit silly, a bit like Lando still has one hand on it, but yeah. Who are you rooting? Who do you have winning?
I mean, who I want to win is obviously Oscar B has got the tallest task. But who I'm rooting for, well, yeah, apart from Oscar, I'm rooting for Max to do it because we cannot let Lando Norris win this championship, bro. The world will split in half if this guy wins this championship, bro. I'm telling you now, bro. I know McLaren marketing perspective will be, excellent. Oh, yeah, richest guy. Oh, yeah, first. McLaren World Championship, Lewis. All this shit. All the merch we can do, all this shit. I get it from that perspective, yeah, but we can't. I feel like there's also part of me, yeah, which wants Max to do it because I think McLaren needs to be taught a lesson. In that, see what happens when you fumble one too many times. This is the consequence.
What lesson? They put a rocket ship. It's the driver's fault.
No. The drivers take some of the blame, but the last 2 weekends are an example, bro. They fumbled how many points? Fucking over 40 points because you ran the car too low in Vegas.
They didn't run it too
you
low.
fumbled the easy race win today. Wait, what'd you say, sir?
No, in Vegas they ran the car too high. It's because they ran it high, started porpoising, and that's how they damaged their floor.
The run height was wrong, but you get the point.
Yeah, I get the point.
Yeah, you get the point. Yeah. So there's just bro, there's just so much incompetence with McLaren. I just feel like they need to be rattled in Abu Dhabi, bro. Because as you said, Lando's got one hand on the title, but I think they need this. They need to be rattled, bro. Because you need to be taught a lesson of see what happens when you keep fucking shit up.
No, because I sit here and go, if McLaren win the title with either driver, I sit here and go, I've got agendas to run. I've got agendas to run.
Can we know them?
As in, I'll be like, this title means more than a certain other man's titles.
What, Alonso?
Not just him. I'll be like, this. I got one of these guys has a title before, a certain Mr. Someone.
Leclerc. Oh, sorry, spoiler.
Yeah. So it's just one where we just have to sit here and go. Because this way, people are like, oh, I'm a Ferrari fan. Why am I like wanting? Bro, my Ferrari goal is Michael Schumacher. His record, the record that remains, is the 5 championships in a row. I'm not letting this energy drink that has bull semen in it be tainting this award.
You are insane.
Hey, why do you think we told Kwame to drink the original version, bro? When we were in the Middle East, bro.
I mean, he's a freak ass boy, and he's so.
What do you think I was encouraging that behavior? The first person told me.
No, that gives me video. What is this? What is this behavior?
Yeah, but in all seriousness, because it's like, how can I put it? We need the glaze to stop because we watched a man who crashed into another driver on purpose this season, getting another world championship.
I mean, it almost happened in 97. And it did happen in 94. So, as you said before, to circle back, this is F1 heritage.
Whoa. See, 94 was different. 94 was a nonsense season. 94 was a nonsense season, bro. We have to deal with plank wear disqualification. See, it's F1 heritage, plank wear disqualification. F1 heritage. We have to deal with, but Michael Schumacher got suspended for 2 races.
F1 heritage.
F1 heritage. Yeah, but we're missing a part. Where is the suspended races? Where is man's suspension, bro? Should have been suspended for 2 races. Wouldn't be in this conversation. And also, we're ignoring the Betas to I whacked another driver to win the World Championship, which is Prost and Senna. They both whacked one another to win World Championships. So
there we go. Maybe Lando needs to do it this weekend.
He can't.
Back on me.
Because if you wax man and DNFs, the other person just wins the race.
No, he needs to whack man properly. He needs to. No, I'm
No,
saying.
he has to whack. He has to whack both of them.
It depends what position they're in.
Nah, you have to whack both of them. Lap one.
So just in case.
Yeah, just get them all out of there.
I mean, even though we was there, Max and Oscar hit each other last year. So we just need that to happen again, and then he's all right. I mean, God forbid. But, hey. F1 heritage. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think this is an alley for Lando, man. The fact that he just needs to get a podium to get it done, I just feel like, unless he has a Petrov moment beyond, like, Kimi.
Oh my God.
Then
that moment was, you don't understand, yeah. That moment means more, bro. I run into Petrov. More. It's not a high five, it's a hug, brother.
Share that energy. It needs more, bro. I'll tell you. But nah, man. We might have to do. Nah, it'd probably be too difficult. I was gonna say do a watch party, but it might be a bit too tacky to pull off.
What for AD?
Yeah, man. But too much logistics, man. Yeah, too much
logistics are that crazy, man.
Yeah. Next year, though, if there's more BS, we'll do that. Yeah. But anyway.
I told you already, but that's off-pod conversations. But there's a certain race that's on a Saturday next year.
Oh yeah, I know you said you want to do the little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to do the little ranch party, I get it. You know what I mean? Ranchers raves, you was calling it. I know, you know.
All I'm saying, it's a Saturday at like 12 in the afternoon. That is the perfect brunch moment.
Nah, I hear it, man. I hear that. You know, as long as you open your little black book, I'll be there, man. Oh, man. Oh, KBQ has to stay at home. Just not that for free.
Okay, let's move on. We got to just move on to the next segment. Bro.
Yeah, let's move on. Right, so you think Norris is going to do it?
You know, I'm going to say Piastri just on vibes.
Fair.
Even though he's head kettled and he doesn't recover from having his head kettled very well, F it.
He did this weekend, though. Well, his head was still kettled in the end.
No, but he came in this race with a bit of a clear head because he like, once that disqualification hit, he was smiling, bro. He came in with a clear head, bro. His head was clear.
Fair. Yeah. But cool, man. Let's move on to the Z Awards. Driver Day. Who's your driver of the day?
Oscar, because he drove flawlessly, and even though the strategy screwed him up, he still finished P2. So, well, great drive, and he was locked in.
And he was rapid. He was rapid, brother. Fuck, you know. Even him deciding his own strategy in the end, wanting to pit on like lap 41 or whatever it was, it made the deficit a lot better than what it would have been if he just pitted on like lap 49. So fair play to him. And fair play to him for listening, because I thought you just would have aired, man. You know, them ones like, but I mean, listen to you. But yeah, that header. Yeah, I'll give it to Oscar as well, but I'll give it honorable mention to Sainz. Great job going from P7 to P3 with the podium. I think he had a bit of trouble as well, so I thought Kimi was going to get him, and even Lando, but he held it down. Second podium of the season, but yeah, fair enough. Now for driver of the weekend. I think it's kind of obvious, isn't it?
It's the same thing, man.
No, because I did this because I would have thought maybe you might have said like driver of the day sounds, and then you would have said like driver of the weekend Oscar sort of thing. But we both kind of said driver of the day Oscar anyway. So yeah, driver had the same driver in it. Yeah, flawless all weekend. Didn't put a foot wrong. Put belt to ass on the whole grid. Yeah, fairs, man. Stinker. Who's your stinker, bro? I feel like we got the same one.
I have two. Again, organization McLaren, because Randy Singh, you've had a stinker there, mate. And also Mr. Fernando Alonso. Because that spin was atrocious. And you turn around saying the car is possessed. There's no spirits in the car, bro. Just accept, Father Time's getting to you. Like, you're becoming a family man now. Congratulations, brother. It's time to pack it in. You've been a worthy enemy for like over 20 years. It's time to pack it in.
I got one more in me. Oh, man. But yeah, my stinker, I'm going to Kimmy. Yeah. You fumbled P5 in the sprint by getting a 5-second penalty right at the end. That was spelly. Even though you got a 5-second penalty. So just then cancel each other out. And you also fumbled P4 as well at the very end to Norris. When you're supposed to be Minister of Defense and all this shit, bro. And he gave Norris an extra 2 points. Can't run, bro. And plus, you got people gas you up saying you're better than George. I don't like that. Like, chill out, man. Nah. Stink of the weekend. Stinker. Smiley.
Also, I've... Wait, what does... I forgot who else was going to cuss out.
Dominicali, maybe.
Oh, no, Pirelli. And the stink of the weekend nominee. And... Oh, no, that's what... You see with Kimi, yeah? He got Helmut Marko running around saying conspiracies like he's packed, bruv. The Red Bull guys are all in, bro. They're running around doing conspiracy theories. Good Lord.
Crazy. It's actually insane. You've got Helmut Marko running around like he's packed. Insane work, bro. Insane. But yeah. Fucking... Yeah. Overtaking the weekend, but what's the point? I mean, you said you didn't have any.
I saw Russell and Hadjar get past Alonso, so that's what you're getting from me today.
First, I'll give it Piastri on Kimi. Nice little dive bomb. I respect it.
Or Behrman on Leclerc in the sprint at the start. Where Leclerc was just fighting for his life and losing, and then Behrman just went around the outside.
No, I respect that. Any last thoughts? Have we cussed anyone? Cussed everyone we need to cuss out?
Yeah, man. It's just Drover, man.
Yeah.
This is it.
It's job for sure. But yeah, no. If you got to this far, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to do the usual. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube at Pitstop Fracas. Make sure to follow us on all socials on Twitter/X, Instagram, TikTok. Was it Blue Sky, Threads, all them thing the Pitstop Fracas. Facebook, Bebo, everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Blitzer, you know what I'm saying? All them socials there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course, make sure to follow us and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And yeah, penultimate race of the season. Now we're gonna onto the finale in Abu Dhabi. So make sure to tap in and listen to us there. I don't know, maybe Chris will run like a Twitter space there after the race to catch that loss.
I will not be doing such a thing. After Abu Dhabi, I need time to decompress, man.
Or maybe not. He'll be at church and doing all the questionable activities. But yeah, we'll see you next week in Abu Dhabi. Peace.
Peace.